Quinn Hughes, Greg Talk had said this yesterday, but really within the next 24 to 48 hours, we should know on him. It all depends whether or not he's a go on the weekend for the Canucks. It doesn't sound great right now. I don't want to say for sure that he's out of Four Nations, but I know there's a lot of concern with Team USA, and what a massive loss that would be. But again, not there yet. They're still waiting to see. But equal concern, of course, with Team Canada, because yes, Sidney Crosby, Team Canada's captain, was on the ice today, but he wasn't in the main practice. Didn't take a lot of shots on the side rink where I was looking at the visuals of him doing some of those drills. And I guess, and Chris Johnson put this best, we just did insider trading, it's sort of the way that everyone connected to the Penguins and to Crosby are guarding the updated information like it's a national secret. That gives you pause a bit. I mean, why is everyone so tight-lipped? And so, I know one thing. Number 87 is going to do all he can to be in that tournament. I mean, if there's someone that is representative of best on best in the modern era in the game of hockey, is Sidney Crosby. He is so excited about this event, genuinely. I traded messages with him last month about having a chance to play with Brad Marchand, Nate McKinnon, his two Nova Scotia pals, that they work out together in the summer. He was so excited by that. So he wants in, and he will do everything he can. But honestly, the key thing is to see what the update is tomorrow. That's what Mike Sullivan said. That's what I know Team Canada's waiting to hear again is tomorrow's update. So we shall see. But I think some pretty nervous moments right now.
So it's natural now that you would have the conversations around who's on the short list if Crosby can't go or if Hughes can't go. Do you have any kind of information as far as who would be, the next couple players up in either of those situations?
Frank Corrado, no.
Not even on my best day, buddy.
Get him in there.
No, not on there. Team Canada's being tight-lipped about that, but if I had to put a wager, I'd say Mark Scheifele at forward. Again, one of the things that you try to do is, like, take, for example, Alex Pietrangelo, who's still not been replaced by Team Canada because they're trying to wait and gather as much information as possible. It's not the way that Don Sweeney described it to me last week, again, without getting into names, he described their thought process, which is it's not about who the best player is up next as much as the kind of minutes you're trying to replace in the lineup. And so in Pietrangelo's case, you're thinking matchup minutes, shutdown minutes, PK. So that's why Drew Doughty, Chris Tanev, Mackenzie Weegar have really been more at the forefront as replacement options compared to Evan Bouchard, who, of course, is an amazing offensive defenseman. But with Kel McCarr likely playing 90% of the power plays for Canada, you understand where Canada's coming from in that thought process. So that's why I think it's one of those guys. So if Crosby can't go, and again, we sure hope that's not the case, but I think Scheifele checks more boxes perhaps than a few other centers. But again, that remains to be seen.